So today I'm kind of on my fast. Tomorrow is I'm gonna get to eat. It's Monday. All right. I think this is a really important subject here. I think that for anybody's well-being, for like emotional, mental, um, you know, just your well-being in general, it's not based on how many people you have around you. Because you can have a million people around you and it may not be healthy. Okay, so this is what it is. This is the key right here. This is everything. This is everything. Boundaries. That's what it is. It's like, within your spirit, when you tap into your spirit and you know what's good for you and when you know what's not, and you declare that boundary to people, what it does is it rattles things. Okay, it's a sifter. It is a sifter between something that is a weed and something that may be a flower in your life. So when you declare your boundary and you say it in a very nice way and they get really angry with it, for example, today, someone had, they put their stuff on my yard. They kept putting my stuff in the yard, like, a whole bunch of, like, their trash and things like that. And I said something finally about it, and she got really mad at me. She closed the door in my face, when I brought it up to her attention or whatever like that. And I can only assume whatever. I don't care, though. So she feels good. She cleared it up and everything like that. But the thing is, in that moment when I asked her, hey, I'm going to hire the lawn service. Can you move your stuff off my yard? And she shoved the door in my face. I knew then, right then and there, that she never respected me. And basically, it was just like, it was like nice, but nice, what the hell? Nice is nothing, okay? Respect is like breathing air. Everybody freaking needs respect, okay? It's not, you don't need people in your life. What you need is respect. Respect. So either way, I think most people are afraid to declare their boundaries because they know that that is the moment of truth right then and there of how the person responds. If they respect you, they respond with grace. Like, she could have responded with grace and said, yeah, like, you never really said that I could, put a whole bunch of boards on your yard, antifreeze, big batteries, styrofoam blocks, and metal and vehicles in your grass. I mean, like, you did say that I could park in your driveway, so I'm sorry. Like, that's kind of embarrassing. I hope you can forgive me. I'll clear it up. Now, I'm busy right now, but I'll clear it up. I hope you don't mind. Like, you just kind of caught me on the spot right now, but I'm definitely going to clear that up for you, okay? And I'm sorry about that. See, if that person would have responded to me in that way, that would have let me know that they actually respect me. But that was not the case. They slammed the door in my face, and I was standing there. I was like, oh, okay. I wasn't rude to her when I asked her. I didn't high and mighty. I was just like, oh, hey, like, what's going on? Okay, so I'm going to hire a lawn service, and, they're going to clean up in my backyard and my front yard and everything, and it's just like, can you move your stuff? And it was just like, I was as nice as freaking can be. I was not angry. I was just like that. And her response is, as soon as I said that, she goes, we'll move it. And then she got red, and she slammed the door in my face, and I was just like, okay. And then, like, I had to text her, and I said, hey, I sorry for the miscommunication. I never really said that you could, I did not, not really, I never said that, that they could park the vehicles in the grass. I don't care if she thinks my grass is crap. It doesn't matter. But she took it upon herself to put antifreeze, like bottles of freaking antifreeze, which is, like, not good, especially on dry grass, and batteries and boards and blocks and, like, a whole bunch of, like, combustible stuff as well, which basically, like, one little thing, it could freaking explode, a huge explosion. I'm just being dramatic. I'm not being dramatic, though. No, it was like that. It was freaking horrible, dude. It was freaking horrible. It was, like, all the way to the brim to my backyard, okay? Now, you know, I didn't get mad at her because I felt like when I brought it up to her attention, I didn't get mad because I was like, you know, to being fair, I never, I didn't tell her she could do that, but at the same time, to be fair, I haven't ever really declared her boundary. I haven't said anything. So I went as calm as a cucumber to her, and I was like, can you do this? And she got freaking furious. She freaking shoved the door in my face, which, if she thinks that, you know, makes me look bad, it does not make me look bad at all, because it makes her look freaking bad. I mean, it makes her look bad. I mean, she's the one with the trash, and just because I'm not accepting it in my yard, then somehow, some way, I end up being the trash in her mind or whatever. And it's like, maybe it was like a self-defense mechanism. I don't know. Like, either way, I'm pretty sure that there's not going to be like little friendly highs anymore. And she's probably, I mean, who knows? Maybe I'm jumping to conclusions. But I pretty much know, you know, the way she responded to me is just, it was not freaking good. And I was not rude to her, and I didn't deserve that. But who cares? Okay, one less person that does not respect me in my life. You know, I don't have to, you know, she doesn't have to fake hi to me if she really doesn't respect me. I'm like, don't freaking say hi to me if you don't respect me. It's all good. Like, we cool. I don't need your highs. I don't need your whatever, your snidbits of conversation. I don't need any of that shit. What I fucking need in this fucking life, part of my French that I'm cussing here, I need some fucking respect. That's what I fucking need. Respect me. Or don't. If you don't fucking respect me, get your shit away from me. Get your shit. Your stuff. That's the way it rolls. So, anyway, I think everybody should face this fear right here, okay? You're going to piss people off. If you say your boundary, you're going to piss people off. But my question is it fucking worth it? It is worth it. It is worth it. Because, yes, if you don't declare your boundaries, people are going to love to be around you because they're going to love to dump their shit on you. They're going to be like, holy shit, that person's an easy target. Oh, okay, here you go, poke. And you're going to be fucking miserable. Miserable. Because you're going to get pissed off. You're going to feel like used. You're going to feel all these emotions. And you're just going to be like, and it's just, you're going to be miserable. And it is possible to be around millions of people and feel miserable. Look at Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber said he has had it. He is fed up. And let me tell you about Justin Bieber. Go Justin Bieber. I'm really proud of Justin Bieber here. Justin Bieber, he does take a lot of crap, okay? A lot of unnecessary shit. And he declared his boundary to his own fans. Ooh, goodness forbid he say something to his own fans. He said, I'm not taking selfies with y'all anymore. And people got high and mighty about it. They're like, wait, I just bought your album. I did this. I bought your shirt. I worshiped you. He's like, I don't fucking care. He didn't say in those words, but he's like, I'm not taking a picture with you because you are not trying to connect with me. You're just taking a picture because you want to put it on your Facebook, and it just depletes my energy, and I'm not down for it anymore. You know, it's not healthy for my mental state, for you to be, pulling me aside, wanting to take your little selfie, not even talking to me, communicating me, looking at me like I'm some freaking zoo animal. Go Justin Bieber. Because that freaking entertainment thing, the entertainment business and all that stuff, in Hollywood, it is freaking weird as hell. Anyway, I need to calm down. I've learned to become, I'm my best friend. What if I don't have anybody to talk to for months on end? Which that's not the case because I don't live in a rural area. I'm not out in the boonies anywhere. Guess what? I live in a city. There's tons of people I can connect to. Tons. There's no excuses. I can, say a prayer and say, okay, Heavenly Father, I don't have any friends today, but I was just wondering if, when I go to the store, I can spark a conversation. I can meet people. Like, this is what I want in my life. if I do my part where I remove the things out of my life that are not healthy for my spirit, the Lord will bless me, and he will bless you. You will be blessed. When you get rid of something, that leaves room for abundance. So you got to be confident, and you got to you cannot be afraid to be alone. You can't. Okay? Because if you're afraid to be alone, what's going to happen is you're still going to be alone, but you'll be alone in front of lots of people, but you're still alone though, because they don't care. They're not respecting you. They don't value your voice, your emotions, whatever you got going on. They don't fucking care. So you're alone anyway. So might as well not put on the charade and the fake smiles, the fake, conversations, and just like, just so that you don't like go after each other, wailing on each other. Man, one thing I fucking hate in this world, I cannot stand passive aggressive people. Whoo, I verbally slay those passive aggressive people. I cannot stand passive aggressive people. But either way, so what if I don't have any friends? Ooh, like I have friends actually. I have friends mostly in Houston. Y'all ready for this? I got 2 friends here in Utah. 2 friends. 2. Actually, 3. It's my fault kind of, because it's like I kind of get in my own, own little world and stuff like that. So, I got to work on that. But am I sad about it? No, I ain't sad about it. Because I go out and about. I go to the store. I go, window shopping. And I don't have money with me, but I still manage to make it a wonderful day. And I still manage to be happy. I'm telling you, it's just so amazing. It's so liberating. I might cry. I might burst out in tears right now. But like, happiness is just about how you treat yourself. You got to listen to yourself. You got to value your own voice. You can't cower. You can't weaken yourself just so that people can like you. If people don't like you because you're a strong person, so be it. It's beautiful. It is so beautiful to like yourself. And the only way you're going to like yourself is if you respect yourself. Because the only people that I like are the people that respect me. So wait, what about you? What about me then? So if I'm not respecting myself, am I going to like myself? No, hell fucking no. So guess what? I want to like myself. So what do I need to do to respect myself? Oh, I need to listen to myself. That is respect too. So what is it? What is it about respect? What does that mean anyway? Respect is being very much aware. So when I respect somebody, I am very cautious, and not cautious, but I want to make sure that I don't overstep their boundaries. If I actually respect them, I don't want to have them be uneasy or feel uncomfortable, and I don't want to put them in anything like awkward or anything like that. Like, I want them to feel at ease. I want them to feel at peace, and it's just like, I have to assess myself and just, make sure that yes, my weaknesses or whatever the things that I have in my life, that I keep those things in check for that person, because I value that person, and I want to make sure, that we can still be friends from this day forward, because I value them. I'm like, hey, listen, and when they tell me something and it's not fun to hear, they're like, Virginia, I think that maybe, and nobody's ever told me this, but okay, if someone told me that, like, wow, Virginia, you talk about yourself too much, or, I feel like you're not really paying attention. If they tell me stuff like this, I value that person, so, and respect that person, so I will change that. Now, I'm not saying change my, my whole personality for people, that's not healthy, where it's like, but what I'm saying is, like, if you're doing things that are in the wrong, I don't know, just, what I mean, like, everybody has work to do. Look, if you don't think that you have work, that you need work, then that's like a form of narcissism. Everybody needs work. Everybody. So it's like, there's a lot of things I know that about myself that, you know, is not perfect. So if someone's bringing something to my attention, I'm going to want to, you know, really assess myself and just ask myself questions like, you know, am I being like that? You know, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, we need to cower and just like mold our way, you know, around everybody. But I feel, you know, the spirit or something will let you know if you're in the wrong. You know, they'll say, hey, you know, that person does have a point, you know, and that's not right. Like you know, maybe this or that or whatever. So yeah, that's what it is. Like when you respect somebody, when they're telling you something that's not attractive, you know, in your energy field, or you're doing something that's not nice or something like that, you know, you're going to want to change that because you value that person. You're going to say, oh my goodness, I'm kind of embarrassed. Like it's okay to be embarrassed a little bit and say, oh my goodness, like I'm kind of embarrassed. Like I did kind of talk over you. Like when you were telling me about that, I felt like I was just talking over you and I wasn't really listening. Oh, that's not good. I'm sorry. I need to work on that, you know? So yeah, that's what respect is, y'all. But you can't afford it. You cannot afford to have anybody in your life that is not going to respect you. It's just plain and simple. But yeah, that's what it is, guys. Like, I just hope that every single person out there is just encouraged, to just be your best friend. You don't need to be your enemy. You need to listen to yourself, aside more than other people. You need to listen to yourself, and you don't. A lot of times we have all the answers. A lot of the times it's within ourselves, and it's important to pray and just, you know, be connected so that we can be, you know, each day we can get a little bit brighter and a little bit better. You know, we can just get better. There's nothing wrong with that, right? So, you know, what I learned from that situation with the person that got really mad and slammed the door in my face, that's nice. I kind of learned, I was like, you know, am I forming something out in the universe or something like that? Like, it's like some kind of victim or, you know, sign of weakness kind of thing. Like, you know, because if that is, I want to change that. You know, I want to make sure that you know, when people look at me, I don't want them to see, oh, you poor little lad, you know, or something like that. Like, oh my goodness, you're so sad, or, you know, I have so much sympathy for. I'm like, dude, I need to take care of as much shit as possible. So, you know, this is a reality. My yard is not as good as it could be. You know, she would definitely, that lady that I was talking about, like, she would always look at my yard and say, oh my goodness, you need to water your yard. And it's just like, I could tell that she was really, like, annoyed with me in my yard. And it's just like, I could tell, like, it was annoying her. But the thing is, like, what I could have done is, I do need to take care of my own stuff, you know. I never asked her, you know, to do anything nice for me. Like, sometimes she would do things like she would, you know, sprinkle little seeds on my, you know, yard and things like that, even though I never asked her to do that. But I guess she was frustrated with the outcome because she couldn't really control me or, you know, change me into being this beautiful flower daisy, you know, dancing around my garden, or turn into like some kind of dancing fairy, you know, garden fairy or something. Like, I never turned into a garden fairy for her. But you know what? I'm going to be a garden fairy because it doesn't hurt. Like, I need to take care of my yard. Like, now I can do it. Like, before I was poor as I'll get out. Like, I barely had enough money for, like, even food. Like, I was friggin' poor. But I got a job now, and my job pays well, so I'm gonna hire, you know, some people to take care of my yard. And I might, you know, actually, I bumped into one of my friends that she's into permaculture, and she actually has a permaculture garden. That would be amazing if I could turn my yard into a garden. I'm gonna tell y'all this though, I don't like grass. I don't like it. I don't feel like it serves much of a purpose in a residential area. Like, I mean, maybe like at the park, okay, yes, that's great. But what I want to see is, like, I want to see food, like lettuce and like onions and potatoes and, you know, like stuff that's functional. And I don't think, what does grass do? I'm sorry, what does grass do? Like, you have to water it constantly, and it brings the water bill insanely high. Just so that people can look at your look at your grass and judge you based on your grass. And I do think that sometimes people judge people based on their grass, the color of their grass. Oh, their grass looks green, they must take care of their yard. If they take care of their yard, they must take care of their whole freaking life. You can't judge. You can't judge a weed. The difference between a weed and a flower is judgment. Bam. That's a quote, actually. And yeah, I don't know. What else do I say about this blog? I'm happy today because tomorrow I'm going to take y'all with me. I'm going to have a really fun day. I'm going to show you what it's like. Okay, I'm by myself. I already mentioned that I got 2 friends. Okay, I'm going to show y'all the way it is. So I got 2 friends, but does that mean that I have a boring life? I mean, I could add more to my life, but at the same time, I can still have fun. I could decide to make my life beautiful and abundant and all these wonderful things. So I'm going to do just that. I'm going to, I do feel inspired now that I'm going to start meeting new friends now. I think it's about time to start socializing. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. But I'm so proud of myself because what I did is I did weeding. I did spring cleaning in my life, like emotionally, mentally. I just said, nope, this does not serve me. I don't want this. And then I looked around and I said, oh my gosh, I don't have any friends anymore. But guess what? Any and everything that is around me is going to be beneficial to my spirit. And that's it. Can you imagine? Imagine this. If you have like a little mini home and everything in that mini home is everything that you absolutely love. Everything in there. That is like the ultimate freedom ever. It's, to me, I feel like it's so taxing to have like a big house and have like a whole bunch of junk and stuff in your house that doesn't make you feel amazing. Like everything in your house, you can love it. It's possible. That's why I would really like to have a mini home. Just like 300 square feet. Probably less than that too. I'll just have like a couple of outfits. I'll say, oh, I really love that shirt. I really love those pants. I really love these shoes. These shoes will last me for however long. And, I do believe in like when you make a purchase, I'm one of those people actually. If I'm going to get something, it's either really crappy where it's like I spend like $1 on it, like those shoes, for example. I had those really crappy shoes that I, in my previous blog. I got those at the thrift shop. But now I invested in some really awesome shoes. These are, what is it? It's the North Face shoes. Okay. These were an investment. These are originally like $99 and I got them for sale, for $79. So it was kind of an investment. It was an investment. But I feel like that these will last me for a while and I like them. They're good. I'm not like embarrassed of them or anything like that. I'm just like, these are some pretty freaking awesome shoes. These are hiking shoes. If I wanted to go, hike and stuff like that, I got the best of both worlds. So yeah, those are those. I really love Dr. Martens, but I like the ones made from England because I want it to last me like 5 years. So I haven't really got myself any other boots per se. Oh, I do got me some really good snow boots. Those snow boots it was like $130. But I'm gonna tell y'all, those snow boots, I love them because they are gonna last a long time and they help me not slip on the snow. Good investment. Yeah, so that's kind of like the way I am kind of extreme when I make purchases. It's like, it's either really crappy or it's just like, I'll spend $1 on you. That's about it. Like, and then I complain about the price. I'm like, oh my gosh, $1. That's just too expensive. But if I love it, I'm like full on in. When it comes to gifts too, I'm always like that too. Like when it's someone's birthday, I don't like giving a little something, like a little gift card or, oh, just thinking of you. For some reason, I like to go full on out. It was someone's birthday and I spent like $300 on art supplies. And it was an investment, but that's just the way I roll. You know, you may not get a lot of Christmas presents from me, or you may not get a lot of birthday presents from me. It doesn't mean I don't care. It's just because I want to go all out when I do go out. Because then, you know, that art, the art supplies that I bought for somebody, they're going to always be able to have that. I mean, that's like freedom right there. You know, like an artist, to be able to have things with them, to be able to paint. I mean, that is like transforming. That's huge. So I didn't get anything retarded, like a little book, like, oh, just thinking of you, or got a little calendar and all that stuff. No. Like I say, this sounds bad, y'all. I don't really give people presents either. Like, it's not because I'm selfish. It's because I want to go all out when I do give people stuff. So that's just the way it is. Like, you know, you won't get a present from me for like maybe 2 years, but then all of a sudden, bam! You get like something that's like a $500 something, you know, but then they'll keep it for the rest of their life, and so all those little, you know, those little calendars, and, you know, oh, just thinking of you, and the little porcelain figures that they don't really care about, but they're just happy, like, oh, you got me this, thank you. You know, a lot of times they don't keep that stuff anyway. They end up tossing it out. So I'm pretty sure that the artistic supplies that I got that person, I think it was like about $350. My bad. It was pretty expensive. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure that they're not going to throw it out because they're an artist. So there you go. You got some art supplies, and they're the good kind. Like, I made sure to get the best quality. Man, if I was freaking wealthy, whew, I do wish I was wealthy. I mean, it doesn't hurt to dream a little bit. I do love looking at the world's most expensive things. One thing, if I had the money, I would spend $1,000 on Serendipity ice cream. I want that ice cream so bad. To me, I think that's so worth it. It is. And I do think that sometimes, like, the really good stuff, like if you go to like a fine dining restaurant, I'm telling you, it does taste different. It does. Like, I went to go to the seafood place, and it was like $100, and it was like around lunchtime, and I spent like $100 on myself, and I can tell you, I still remember that meal to this day because it was good. It was like, I can't even explain it. It was just like the texture, the flavors, just like everything. And I was just like, is this real? I mean, it is possible to eat something so good that you're just like, it just transforms you into this other world. And you're just like, is it possible that food could taste this good? Like, I didn't know that it's possible that food can actually taste this good. I don't know how. It's like some kind of like science or something. It's like the balancing of flavors and things like that. You just don't find that. You don't find that many places. But like, I guarantee you, you know, if you have a one-time experience going to a fine dining restaurant, I think every person should have that experience. Like, if you have the money, spend one time in your life, just once, have one time in your life where you go to like a really nice restaurant and save up money. Like, save up money for like a long time, and just say that you're gonna get like a $200 meal, but make sure it's good, you know, and just sit there and just say, I mean, because you're gonna always remember it, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of going off on a tangent here. I don't know how people are viewing what I'm talking about. I mean, who cares? Like, you might, I don't know. Okay, I'm tired. My butt's hurting though. All right, y'all take care.